Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Summer Sunday Stream with Sam and Michael. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
If you have opened your eyes lately, you have noticed things are starting to change. Stores are starting to reopen. Maybe you're traveling more. You're starting to see family and friends more. Maybe your practices are starting. Things are changing, and things are changing for us too.
People are getting haircuts. Not me. Next week.
I did, but I didn't shower this morning, so I don't know what that just looked like.
You're despicable.
It's coming. So our Sunday streams up until now have been filmed separately for Edge and for Breakaway, but we are happy to announce that for summer, we're going to be filming them together for Edge and Breakaway, and we're going to be in the same place. Well, at least we are. You're not.
We are so glad that you're watching. Wherever it is you're watching, whether you're at home, whether you're up north, wherever it is, at your Grammys.
I want to be up north.
That's where we're going. Far, far away.
So make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos as they roll out this summer.
So here's what to expect from our summer Sunday streams. We're gonna have a little fun. I want you to learn a little bit, learn more about Jesus, and hopefully by the end of summer we all look a little bit more and act a little bit more like him. And we're gonna tell our stuff about us too, I think.
Yeah,
right?
it's probably.
Our darkest secrets.
Ooh.
No?
Nope.
Most embarrassing stories, probably?
Maybe. Probably. That
Probably
sounds right.
I have a bad feeling about this.
But before we get started, it's been a long time since Michael and I have hung out together, whether it was video shooting or otherwise.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other for a while, so we figured we would catch up in what we're calling the quarantine quiz.
Quarantine quiz.
We're just gonna ask each other how quarantine was essentially, and then you guys can get angry at us or agree with us. Michael, what was the food that you ate the most during quarantine?
Probably bread and cake. I did a lot of baking, as you can tell.
Oh my gosh.
Put on my COVID-19.
That's not a thing. Not a thing.
Well, what about you?
Probably freezer pops. Cool. What are they called? They're called different things at different places.
I haven't eaten one since I was like 14.
I've probably in the last month alone probably 200.
So you ate all of Nora's.
No, although she can eat them. But yeah, I have eaten a lot of those since they became available at the store.
Okay.
All right, let's go TV shows. TV show. What TV show did you, I guess not watch? Well, it could be watched the most.
So we watched the Great British Baking Show for like
Okay.
the first half, and then we switched and watched Arrested Development, and then that other show about the Pogues. That's all I'm gonna say. Some of you know what that is, some of you don't.
Nice.
Sam, what'd you watch?
I watched a lot. If I was going by what I've watched the most episodes of, it would be The Mentalist, because I'm in season 6 and I started at the beginning.
Never heard of it.
It's an amazing show. Simon Baker is the main actor. It's a crime show. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
Although I've also watched that show that you mentioned that only half the students will know about. Michael, what free time activity did you enjoy the most?
Fortnite
Ah,
and golf.
golf.
Yeah. How about you?
Whacked them with the golf club. For me, probably disc golf. I have done a few times since it's starting to get warmer out, and Nora actually can walk a full 18 holes of disc golf, which is pretty impressive to me. So that's been a win for us. What have you missed the most during this time?
That's easy. Our students. I'm not just saying that. Like, seriously.
Seems like you're just saying it.
I'm not.
Okay. All right. Well, that is enough of the quarantine quiz. We've had enough quizzes for our life. School's out, so we don't need more quizzes. But we all have opinions about things. So whether maybe you agreed or you liked some of the things we said, we have opinions about TV shows, about food. We have opinions about the things we like or don't like, right? So
Ohio.
Yep. There you go. Everybody's got an opinion. We have opinions about people too, whether they're our friends, strangers, people we see on TV, what have you. And the next few weeks here on the Summer Sunday Stream, we are going to be talking about what it looks like to have opinions, but also how to best adhere to God's greatest command for each and every one of us, which is to love God and to love others in the midst of having those opinions.
Well, today we're talking a little bit about our words, and we wanted to start with this. In Ephesians 4:29, Paul says this. He says, "Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them." One of the biggest lessons we can learn from what Paul said is that our words can make a difference in somebody's lives. Our words actually have meaning. We can give them good meaning or we can give them bad meaning, and that can add or take away weight from somebody with what we say. We can push them down or we can lift them up. I remember one time when I was in high school, I had my journalism teacher was probably the first one to come up to me and tell me that I was really good at telling stories. Like she saw something I wrote and she was like, Michael, you are really great at getting a story across and telling a lesson. And I'll never forget that because my whole life changed because of those words that she gave to me. So it's important to be aware of what we say to people and use our words to always lift people up and push them towards Jesus.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And our words are powerful. And so right now we have a short video clip that we found that we thought illustrated this point so well. So go ahead and check this out.
Nobody likes you. No one notices when you're in the room.
You're a mistake.
You're useless. You're not even green.
You look rotten. Are you really even alive?
I like you the way you are. Seeing you blossom makes me happy.
You're making a difference in the world.
You are beautiful.
I brought them here to see the plant. I was like, a plant is getting bullied. Like, it's not normal.
I think it's an excellent project. To have something tangible that they can actually physically be a part of is, I think, going to be very powerful.
As the weeks passed, I started noticing that the one that was being bullied started kind of to droop.
While the plant that was being complimented, it was flourishing and beautiful.
It's raised the profile massively of different forms of bullying and the effects that bullying can have on people.
If it affects a plant, it can definitely affect other people.
It's crazy that is actually real. Like that's what happens, that our words actually have power. So you think about plants and that happens to plants. It's like how much more does that happen to us and we don't even realize it over time. So it's important how we use our words.
Yeah.
In James chapter 3 it says this, or take ships as an example. Although they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder wherever the pilot wants to go. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Well, here we are sitting at an intersection in my car, and I'm about to tell you why we're in the car. Oh, we're in Nora's car. Here's what we're looking at today. Okay, good old steering wheel. See, it's a red light, it's safe. We got a steering wheel here. I don't have a boat. Some of you have been on boats, some of you have boats. I don't have a boat, but I have a steering wheel, which looks really big on this video, but it's just about a foot in diameter. So it's not all that big. But the thing about it is that this little piece of probably metal underneath here, I'm sure, is able to control a multi-thousand-pound vehicle, okay? Just with a little turn. This is some driver's ed for you. I'm gonna stop a moment. So to think about it and what it's able to do, even though it's small, to be able to control this massive thing that goes on roads and is super dangerous, or has the potential to be really dangerous, or be very safe and very helpful, right? For us who drive vehicles and who go in vehicles, we wanna get from one place to another quickly and safely. That's the whole purpose of the steering wheel. But just like our tongue is able to be used in a bad way or a good way, can be used to hurt others or help others, we have to be careful with our words. We have to be careful with how we say things. All right, so that's just another example of how powerful our words are and how powerful they can be, and also how powerful our tongue is, right? And how something so small can carry so much weight.
And just like a steering wheel directs your car, what's interesting is that Paul talks about it as a rudder that steers us, but it doesn't just steer us, it steers other people too. So thinking through like how this affects you and how you can use this with your friends and even with your enemies. Like you are able to steer discussions and you could possibly even steer parts of people's lives toward good things. So I had a friend tell me that when it comes to giving encouragement to others and giving encouraging words, think of the word spit. I know it sounds weird. I just spit all over. But think of the word spit, S-P-I-T. So that is specific, positive, intentional, and true. So think of somebody either close to you or someone that you don't maybe like very well, and you can still find ways to encourage them. Specific means to think about a specific time you've seen them do something good. Positive means make sure it's a good thing. Talk about something that's good. Intentional, like be purposeful about what you want to pull out of somebody and where you want to guide them. And true, make sure it's true. Don't make things up. I think about with my teacher, that's what she did. It was something specific. She said, I saw this thing. I saw your writing. I see good things about your storytelling, and I think you could use this for good. And it was something that was true, right? So she used all 4 of those in that moment.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. So thank you guys all for watching today. We know that our opinions are powerful, but that we want to make sure that we're sticking to God's principle and his command that he calls us to of loving the people around us. Yeah. And so using our words is a great way to do that.
So that's your challenge. Choose one person this week and give some intentional encouragement to them. We're gonna do this too, and actually we're gonna come back probably like Wednesday or Thursday and share how that was for us. But if you do this, send it to us, let us know. You can make your own video. We'd love to include you in on that and share some of your story on what it looked like for you to encourage someone.
Yeah, that's awesome. What we have right now for Breakaway, if you are watching this Sunday morning, you can log on to our Zoom groups. We'd love to see you over there, so make sure that you do that right about now.
And if you are an Edge, our gatherings are coming soon, so be on the lookout.
Big things coming. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
But before we get started, we know nothing. I was just thinking about Tiger King. Is what I was thinking.
Oh.
But that seems like a lifetime ago.
Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Carol Baskin killed her husband. Something. I don't know.
I know. I gotta get that. You gotta get that phrase. Whacked him.
Whacked him.
Carol Baskin killed her husband. Whacked him.
What did
no
I
one's
say?
gonna catch it.
What?
You said Grods.
When?
God's greatest command.
To God's greatest command. God's greatest.
It was
Grads. Grads.
I didn't say anything.
Grazie.
Because you were on a roll. I didn't want to stop.
Grazie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else.
It's okay.